Welcome back to the Express, where the birds are chirping here at Capilano River Regional Park in North Vancouver, and the bees are buzzing with our next story from Pemberton.
I just enjoy having them. They're amazing colonies and they're non-stop workers. Every year we're doing this, we're learning more and more.
The flow of honeybees coming to and from the hives of beekeeper Jenny Bubbees is non-stop. An energy-filled hum emanates the surroundings. And with flowers in bloom, there is no shortage of work to be done.
It's really fascinating just to watch them work and move around and collect pollen and make honey.
The honeybees took residence about 5 years ago when Jenny came across some bee boxes.
You open up the gate.
Having an expansive garden and a curiosity for beekeeping, she couldn't resist.
You kind of want bees to be around, really. Like, we really wouldn't be able to have farms here without bees. So I do provide pollination for 80% of our food around here, so super important. Keep them going and, yeah, keep them strong, give them happy homes and shelter. Yeah.
Jenny currently provides homes to 6 bee colonies, each running an intricate operation with an elusive queen, a small population of male drones who are solely for mating, and thousands of female worker bees. About once a week, Jenny takes a peek at the inner workings.
You can see some of them with pollen in their pollen sacs. You're checking that you're getting eggs and that the queen is laying, that there's, nothing's gone in the hive to disturb it, like a mouse or something. And yeah, you're making sure you just have lots of bees in there and they're doing their thing and they're collecting pollen.
There is no need to be a bee whisperer when interacting with the organized insects. You just need to know their weakness.
Yeah. If I find them getting agitated, I spray them with a bit of sugar syrup and it calms them.
This soon-to-be mother of 2 is then able to pull the racks out and take a closer look.
Here we have uncapped honey. This is raw honey, pollen that they've been storing to make honey. Over on this side, we've got a bit of honey that's capped. This is matured honey. And in the middle is always where the brood is. This is where the babies are.
Having the pollinators on site has its benefits. Living up to their busy as a bee reputation, all their hard work makes for enormous rhubarb plants and flower-covered lilac trees.
Everything is bigger and better and healthier, more colorful, more flowers. They're a great insect to have in your garden.
It all goes full circle. The ample garden should make for an ample honey harvest. Good thing, seeing as the Bubbees are currently sold out of honey. From Pemberton, I'm Jessica Turner for Big Summer.
Beekeeping isn't just for large outdoor spaces. The City of Vancouver recently installed 2 beehives on the roof of City Hall. Hey, with our great outdoor lifestyle, it's no surprise that artist Sarah Holtom recently moved from Calgary to Vancouver. And also no surprise that her favorite place to paint is outside.
Artist Sarah Holtom carries the tools of her craft with her wherever she goes. For this landscape and portrait artist, the world is her studio.
To paint from real life, like real light, real wind going by you, being there in the situation, I just feel like there's more life in the painting that way. Whereas if I'm copying from a photograph, it might come out really overly rendered and like perfect looking, but I find it's lacking life. So it's just, I like the quickness, like you can see the thought in the brush strokes as you're moving around the canvas.
Sarah also paints portraits of people, not from photos, but in real life, sitting in their natural environments. Her landscapes explore the myriad colors and textures of Vancouver.
The light is really wild. Like I love painting the ocean, the patterns, the waves, trying to get that, and then having, the horizon line and the mountains to set it off. It's a really great, there's so much lushness around here. The city is built on landscape, like really, truly, so it's a good place to paint. When working and like getting into a painting, the outside world almost like switches off and you're just like in the zone and it's automatic and it's hard to describe. It's like almost like a daydream.
And this is the way Sarah hopes to spend all her days, translating Vancouver's landscapes and people into colorful works of art.
The detail and the time and the thought that goes into a painting hopefully will make the viewer stop and have a look and enjoy it and really think about what's important in life.
And hopefully make a connection.
Hi!
In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
You can look at more of Sarah's work at the Cheaper Show happening in Vancouver on June 25th. You can also go to her website to find out about commissioning a work of art. You're watching The Express. We've got some planning and some putting up next.
We all need to be there for each other.
After the break, Burnaby students making a difference.
To go out there and just, help in any way possible, because it's all needed in so many different ways.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces!
Pirates in Parksville. Ahoy, matey! The Express. We are your local voice.
Learn from this little lad over there. It's hard being a pirate!
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio. LoungeHairStudio.com.
I'm not saying he's a loser or anything. He's a dork. Dork! Yeah. I mean, no, we're not like, we're having fun being cool, and he's just in a different stop. Well, I hang out with my friends mostly.
Girls think I'm cool.
Okay. But he's, I'm into sports. Well, I used to be into sports, but now,
yeah, chicks dig me.
Well, yeah, I guess he has friends too. I think having girlfriends is okay, but we like to party, right? Guys like him, they don't like to party like we do. We're having a lot of fun.
Truth is, there's a million things to do that are more fun than sitting around getting stoned.
Yeah, we like to party. Did I say that already?
Think about it. A message from the Concerned Children's Advertisers.
Welcome back to The Express at Capilano River Regional Park. Here it is, the middle of June, meaning school is almost out. But as we find out on today's youth-produced segment, Gen Y, the students of Planning 10 at Burnaby's St. Thomas Moore Collegiate are thinking about something a little more meaningful than what to do on summer vacation.
Because this isn't in the curriculum. It's not written down in the curriculum. It doesn't say, oh, in Planning 10, do a project.
Right now, we're outside of Dave Rizicki's Planning 10 class, where students today will be presenting their results from their 3-month-long mission to go make a difference in their communities.
The students were doing a project in class, and one of the students, when I had asked them what they could do to possibly change society, said there's nothing that we can do. And I sort of stood back for a moment. I thought I had taught for about 3 months, and they were uninspired. I had motivated the class to do anything. So here's the assignment.
So Dave Rizicki had an idea, to send his students out into their communities and see if they can make an impact.
And I said, you will find some type of project, you will make a difference, and if you don't do the project, I'll fail you. I sat at the desk and I thought, oh my gosh, what have I just done?
One of the students that took on this daunting task was Victoria Totora.
Well, my initiative, it's called Japan We Care, and I was able to acquire, and through the help of my family, we were able to make these ribbons and put red dots on them, and all the funds will be going to Development and Peace to go and help all the vulnerable families and those in need and victims of the Japan earthquake and tsunami.
Students also teamed up with legal organizations in the downtown east side.
Everyone tries to help the homeless in some sort of way. They go out and buy food, they raise money, get them the necessities that they need. And we wanted to look at it from a different angle. We wanted to see what we could do from the law aspect, because they aren't given many rights.
It makes you understand that they are not with drugs because they chose to. It's a path that they took that they regret.
One student also looked to her church and her family for the inspiration of her initiative.
The name of my initiative is the Bread Ministry, and we get it from a well-known bakery. And after we receive all the bread in the bins, we take it back to our house and distribute it to single mothers, widows, people who are having trouble with money at the time.
The students were strongly affected by their experiences with the project.
Being able to realize more on a personal level how connected we are, and it doesn't really matter whether we're in Canada and we're trying to help people in Japan, or no matter what country, it's just so important that we're doing it.
It always looks really hard to help people, so much work, but it's really worth it in the end.
This project wasn't about changing the world, it's about making a difference, and we learned other people's stories, and we helped with pivots, we helped make a difference for those on the east side, and it changed our lives a little.
I did.
Even though teens may be portrayed as uninvolved and lazy by mainstream media nowadays, this project here at St. Thomas Moore Collegiate just goes to show that teens really can make a difference in their communities. I'm Miguel for this week's edition of Gen Y on the Express.
Gen Y is brought to you by Options, Surrey Community Services Society.
Gen Y is a Shaw TV Access segment. The youth reporters are all volunteers that get to learn a little bit about the world of broadcasting. And what a fun world it is. With our next feature on today's Express, we see two Shaw staffers from Vancouver Island going club to club.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces! Not if I rip you first! Yes, me playing! Settle the similes! Okay.
Yeah, guess you on that one. Get as hard as you can.
If you're a pirate, mini golf can be pretty intense. But for others, it's all about having fun.
I think everybody that comes here, you hear them laughing and giggling and having a good time, and that's what it's all about.
It's just a nice way to get out on an afternoon, especially when it's nice and sunny like this. Just have some fun.
Here at the Paradise Fun Park in Parksville, players enjoy the challenging layout of every hole. The two 18-hole courses has everything from a pirate ship to a Victorian house, but the favorite hole seems to be
the clock tower, definitely. It's really fun, although I don't seem to get it in very much.
That giant clock that used to be here, that giant clock that used to be over there.
Like the windmill over there. That one's probably the most easy for me, so I can shoot right down the middle.
This is how a pirate really plays golf. Roar! I got a hole in one!
This is how the pros do it. Ah, that's not bad. Oh! That's tricky. Oh, okay. Yes!
Some have found that you don't have to be a decent golfer to be good at mini golf.
I can actually excel at it as opposed to real golfing, which is impossible. Mini golf are a great one. Leading. Golfer, I'm not that good.
Mini golf is a great opportunity to enjoy the sunshine while hanging out with friends and family, and it's for all skill levels.
I'm not very good at mini golf, so the entire thing's challenging, but it's fun challenging.
I think as a little kid I did a lot better in mini golf than I do now. It took me like 5 tries for a hole that should have taken me 2.
Really bad. But that's not what mini golf's about, I guess. It's just more about having fun and being able to laugh at yourself.
And sometimes it's being able to laugh at others.
Oh, yes! Cheating doesn't always work, and learn from this little lad over there.
It's hard being a pirate!
Arr, matey. In Parksville for Shaw TV, I'm Rayanne LaPlante.
For more ways to enjoy the great outdoors and have some fun, we've got your Cultus Lake Big Summer Spotlight on local events. Vancouver's signature festival and BC's biggest music showcase will animate the city for 10 days at over 40 venues, big and small, indoors and outdoors all across the city. Get to know one of the most unique spots in Vancouver, the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Classical Chinese Garden. This multimedia exhibition explores the history of the garden. The city of Langley hosts this annual Community Day Parade, honoring Langley's international flavor, its cultural diversity, and its lifestyle. Of course, it's not just about being outside, there's also fun to be had inside. So we're going to leave you with an intimate look at the In the House Festival's latest living room production, and we'll see you next time.